Welcome back to Perks Recap. Back at it once again. We're hitting Eric Bell for the first time on the channel. This is a song for Gary about the great Gary Moore. I'm excited for this one. Gary Moore is one of my favorite guitarists of all time. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Here we go. Okay.
One summer evening, the Deltones, the group I was playing at the time, was booked to play a club in Hollywood, Northern Ireland. When we arrived, as I was getting out of the van, I heard the sweet sound of an electric guitar. And as we walked in, there was a kid up on the stage, about 11 years of age.
11. Wow.
This is a song for you, straight from the heart, it's true. This is a song for you.
Okay, this is interesting. I like the story at the beginning of an 11-year-old Gary Moore meeting him for the first time, seeing him on stage. Steve Hannum suggested this. If you've been around my channel, you know Steve does a lot of suggestions for us, helps us out, and his favorite guitarist of all time is definitely Gary Moore. So he has a lot of stuff pertaining to Gary Moore, and this is one of those things. He did mention that back in those days, clubs and venues would book an afternoon show and an evening show. So apparently Eric Bell had the evening show, and in the afternoon they booked an 11-year-old Gary Moore, and he's just telling the story about meeting him for the first time and hearing him play for the first time. So it's pretty cool. It's not a very long song, so this should be the only time I pause.
After the gig had finished, I was up on stage, packing away my guitar, when the young kid came up and we started talking. He told me his name was Gary, and through the years our paths would cross again and again. He passed away at the age of 58. I hope someday we'll meet again.
There you have it, a song for Gary. Short and sweet, but I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed that. Um, it started out so kind of slow and solemn, and then boom, out of nowhere, that guitar came in and just blew me away. It was so good. I mean, Gary Moore, just a huge influence, one of the greatest guitarists of all time. There's no doubt about it. And but you don't want to take anything away from Eric Bell on this song. I mean, Eric Bell in general is a great guitarist. He was the guitarist for Thin Lizzy, and there's a lot of good stuff from Thin Lizzy while he was the guitarist there. And coincidentally, when he left Thin Lizzy, they replaced him with Gary Moore on the tour that he was on when he quit, which is interesting. But he met Gary Moore when he was 11 years old. And so Gary Moore was a prodigy, obviously, playing venues at 11 years old and absolutely shredding it, I'm sure. So that's really cool. I really, really enjoyed the story. I needed to thank Steve once again for the suggestion. I know he loves Gary Moore. That's his favorite guitarist of all time. And maybe his favorite artist of all time. I need to ask him if that's his actual favorite, if Gary Moore is his favorite musical act of all time. He might be. I wouldn't be surprised actually if he is. He'll probably let us know in the comments. Anyway, I really enjoyed that one. I hope you did too. If you would like to donate to the channel, information for Venmo and PayPal is in the description below. It's at the end of this video. You could also hit the thanks button on YouTube. And if you donate, I'll react to any song you want me to. I'm going to put in the description, I'll put all my other Gary Moore reactions on there as well. So you'll have this song. And then if you want to check out some Gary Moore, I'll put all my reactions to Gary Moore in there. And there are a few. I've done quite a bit of Gary Moore. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it. And until next time, I will see you later.